Today, we're taking a blank timeline and placing our story beats and scenes into a template, which can connect to calendar and arcs. Let's go. Alright, so today we are going over 3 modules today. We are going over timeline, calendar, and arcs. Because believe it or not, all 3 correlate with each other. So we're going to go ahead and start with timeline. This little squiggly line right here, this is pretty much everything from adding events, canvas, your Gnatt chart, and calendar. If your world does not need a calendar, you just say no calendar and be done with it. If your world does need a calendar, you can go with a Gregorian or you can create your own. This is what I like to do. I like to create my 3 acts in 3 separate rows. In order to do that, you need to create a row. You're going to go to canvas. You're going to add a row. Bam. I like to change the color. We're going to set it to, I don't know, this. And from there, we're going to create an event. As you can see, it is in my Act 1. We're going to edit the event. And here is where you can have your own template or go with the template that Campfire created. I have my own template. Let's dive in. All right, as you can tell, these are the panels that I've used. And with it, I can add whatever I want. So here you can just pretty much put in the information. And here, again, this is your attributes. As I showed in the very first episode, this is pretty much where Save the Cat, 27 chapter method are all located. All I gotta do is just go and set it up likewise. Add an image. This is where you put your plot beats. This is where certain characters will be if I had any characters for this particular scene. Of course, as you know, this is the text panel, so all I have to do is just write the description right there, and you have pretty much your plot, your structure, your scene, your outline. Any of that stuff, you can just put it all right here. Now, let's say that you've created your plot for both Act 1, 2, and 3. There are some people that prefer to have their plots structured in a different way. That is where the Gnatt chart comes in. I've seen a lot of programs use this method, and if we go ahead and open it up, you will see that the timelines that I created for each event falls under certain months. This is this is January, this is April, and this is August. And what I did here was I created sections. To do that, you just simply right click and you can either add an event or add a section, and you just set it based on the timeline of your story. So again, if you like to use this chart, feel free to. I personally prefer canvas, and again, I prefer no calendar. And just like in relationships, you can connect your cards to each other. Like if I had cards within Act 2, I would be connecting them, but I'm just saying that, with relationships, you can connect all of your events together. Calendars. Here is if you want to stick with the calendars that we already know, you can create it and you can, customize it based on this year or how many years back. Or if in your fantasy world you have your own calendar, you could just simply create your own, create your new era, create your new months, create weeks, moons, and seasons based on how you pretty much want your world to be. And, from here, as you can see, this is the month of August. You just simply go in and create the holiday, create whatever it is that you want based on the events, however you feel. You can also view the calendars based on months and years. You can add events, and it will give you the list of events once you add them. So let's say, for example, Kevin's birthday is August 11th. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Advanced Editor. Here is where I go to Event Repeats, Repeat Monthly. Oh, no, sorry. Repeat Annually. And, bam. So every year it will be Kevin's birthday and it will pop up. So here I could just say, why is this not? All right, and there we have it. We have Kevin's birthday for August 11th, 2027. All right, let's call this all right. So we have stapled that the calendar that we created just now is going to correlate with our timeline. So you go to calendar, here it is, and then we just go back here and you will see Act 1 is right here. This is the first event in Act 1 because I put a date to it. It is, and then if we go over to, I believe we put one in May. Here's Act 2. And then, of course, Act 3, it is here on the 24th. So again, based on your story, if it relies on the calendar, all you have to do is connect your calendar that you created through timeline. Just simply go to calendar and it would pop up based on after you created the calendar. Now, when it comes to creating arcs, we are, this is for those who are for light RPG characters who have stats and they need to, the character's power increases or based on the battle that they have within the acts. So, for example, let's go ahead and go to Kevin. And what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and create a stats panel for him. All right, so now that we added our character Kevin in here, it's going to ask us to add the events. And we know that events is timeline, which is our first act, second act, and third act. And what it needs to do is it needs to track the changes from each act. And these are what follows: the text, image, list, tables, and most importantly, the stats that we created for Kevin. So let's go ahead and start with the first act, the open image. And as we said, we found out that Kevin, he woke up inside a void. It started out with this image, but what I want to do is I want for Kevin to have no aura around him. So in the opening act, he pretty much has no powers at this time. And so this is everything. Well, sorry, this is almost everything that came from our character profile. And remember, it only brings out the certain panels that I mentioned earlier. And the fact that if there's any panel that you don't want, like the one that's my hidden lore, I can just simply delete it. And again, this does not delete what is in the character profile that you created. All it did was just copy what it needed and put it in the arc. Now the next thing is, let us go ahead and create the second event. So we're going to go to add, and we're going to add 2. So when we go to Act 2, as you can see, once again, it keeps duplicating what it needed to bring from the character profile. But once again, I don't want the hidden lore, and I want to change my character, because in Act 2, this is where Kevin starts using his powers to fight a foe that he met in the racetracks. Now we go to Darkest Point, and again, we're going to update this event in which Kevin now succumbs to a power inside him that takes over because he sees his friend in trouble, and he made a last minute choice that pretty much, may cost him his humanity. And so now we will go over to his stats. And now that we have a third event, which is Act 3, let's just amp this up to 20. So now you can see the arc literally becoming that, an arc. So with each act, you see our character evolve. And when you look at it, let's go back to open image. As you can see, now you know that with each event that you create, you are literally updating the character's arc with each act. And there you have it. Now you know that timeline, calendar, and arcs all work together in one cohesive, family, depending on your story. Now for some homework. Of course, your homework for today is, if you have not done any of this stuff, go ahead and start exploring. Check out any of the features that timeline, calendar, and arcs have, and feel free to leave a comment below and I will answer it to the best of my knowledge. And if you are a visual person like myself, I can always create a video and show you step by step how it's done. Whether you are getting a subscription or lifetime purchase of Campfire, you get 20% off when you use the code BLERDGIRL. On the next episode, we'll be building the magic system, species, and items. I'll see you next time.